played a bunch of little tracks in there, most of them very, very exciting. Gaslight Anthem, Amberville, Heroes for Hire, all sorts of good stuff. Of course, the last track that we played in there was Calm Collected. Those guys are joining me in the studio right now. How you going, guys?
Pretty good.
Excellent, excellent. You don't sound like you're going to party, but we'll make sure you do. We'll make sure you do. Would you like to introduce yourselves and what you do in the band?
I'm Chad and I play guitar.
I'm Tim and I play vocals.
I'm Tom and I play guitar.
I'm Chris and I play bass.
And I'm Mike and I play drums.
Excellent. Alright, we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. Now, obviously we just played one of your tracks just then, so most people will have... We did. Most people will have... will have heard you by now, because we played it about 30 seconds ago, but for those who haven't heard you, how would you describe you guys as a band? You know, what type of music do you play? What are you all about?
YOLO. That sums it up.
I could hear it coming through my speakers.
Yeah, it took a while to capture the YOLO, but I think we did it.
It's difficult. It can be very difficult capturing YOLO.
Yeah, channeling the YOLO beast.
One Direction do it very well, though.
Yeah, I've heard.
Legends. Now, excuse me, I don't know what's going on with my voice. I party too hard. You guys are from a collection of bands from Perth over the years. Do you want to give us a bit of a rundown on who's played in where?
Mike and I used to play in a band called The Main Attraction. Chris plays in Vice Versa currently. Tom plays in Available at the Counter currently, and Tim was in To Catch a Fox for a while.
So many cool bands, so many, current and past. How has being in bands that have had, I guess, varying levels of success so far helped you in what you're doing at the moment with Calm Collected?
I find it's helped us sort of avoid making mistakes that we'd made in old bands that sort of held up progress, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah, like we kind of knew what to do and what not to do if we...
From the get-go, kind of thing.
So something that kind of was a lot easier this time was getting an EP together. Like in previous bands I've been in, we kind of went in blind and weren't really sure what we were doing, but this time around it seemed to be a really quick process because we knew what we were doing. Yeah, sure. Yeah, right, and tell us a little bit about the recording of the EP. How did that go? Was it a satisfying experience, or was it a bit of a nightmare? It was really easy, actually.
It was really casual.
Yeah, because we did it all with our singer, Tim, so in his lounge room, which was... kind of strange, coming from like its studio into...
Capture the YOLO well.
Yeah.
And how did that go for you, Tim? Was it harder or easier to work a band that you're actually in as well?
I think it was a bit easier because you kind of have, you know where you want it to go, and like the boys know where they want it to go, so you kind of just put in a lot of influences into it and just work towards getting it sounding perfect, I guess.
Yeah, right. And I guess you had a pretty distinct idea of where you wanted it to be, so that made it easier. That made it an easier process.
Yeah, and I find if we wanted to go back and change anything, it wasn't like oh no, we've got to message the recording guy and have another like $500. Like
Yeah, you just knocked on the bathroom and asked him to sort it out.
Pull up Tim and say, "Have you got a guitar lying around?"
Sort it out, mate. I'm going to go for a beer.
Basically.
And you've got Dylan from the Never Ever on the track that we just played then. Tell us a little bit about how that came about.
Well, Dylan and I have kind of known each other from back when I was in The Main Attraction, and we played a few shows with the Never Ever. And when they came through on their last tour, I was hanging out with him at HQ, and Tim came over. This is actually also the story of how Tom got in the band. But, yeah, Tim came over and they were chatting, and at that same time, Tom was with us, and Dylan said to Tom, "Oh, are you in the band?" And at the time he wasn't, and he just said, "Yeah, I'm in the band." And Tim and I kind of looked at each other, and we were looking for a new guitarist, so we thought, let's try Tom out and see how he goes. So Dylan and Tim got to talking about recording and all that, and Tim just asked Dylan if he wanted to sing on a song we'd been working on, and that's that song.
That's awesome. That it sounds like it went relatively smoothly, because my next question was going to be, was he just a heaps prima donna jerk that wanted like $1,000 per second of singing?
No, he was really chill about it.
Yeah, he didn't really want to charge us, and we had to force him to accept our payment, basically.
Sure.
He's a great guy, yeah.
No, that's awesome. And they're a great band as well. We jam them on Anarchy on Air every now and again as well. Now, tell us a little bit about what's coming up for Calm Collected. I almost said the Never Ever. That wouldn't make any sense.
Well, if I knew.
Tell us what's happening for those guys. What's happening for you guys? What's coming up?
Well, we have our EP launch this Friday.
Of course.
Which is with a bunch of friends bands, so can't really ask for a better way to launch an EP.
Yeah, give us a rundown.
Vice Versa, Chris's other band, are headlining with I Said the Sparrow, and then we're the next band down.
Yep.
Then there's The Moment We Fall, Kites, and Life in a Glass House, which is members of Vice Versa. So, awesome.
Awesome. Great lineup.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a horror disco theme, so
Oh, cool.
apparently there's going to be a disco ball at HQ. So
Yeah, right. I was going to say, and that's obviously at HQ.
Yeah.
Excellent.
'Cause Tim's not old enough to play anywhere else.
No, this is true. And still, from what I understand, still quite a while as well.
Yeah, about a year, I think.
Oh no. It'll be awesome once you get there.
Yeah, we see. I can't wait.
Yeah. Oh, it's awesome. And where do you guys... What does the next 6 months hold for you? Obviously, you've got a brand new EP tucked under your little arms. You've got some launches coming up.
Well,
What is that going to lead to in the next 6 months?
Don't really want to say too much, but
Sure.
there's some cool little surprises coming up along the way that we've already started work on. And
Okay.
yeah, that should be fun. So keep an eye out for those.
Excellent. Now we're going to get into a track right now that no one has actually heard before, which is very exciting. I'm assuming you guys have probably heard it.
I've heard it probably close to about 300
Today.
Yeah, Tom hasn't heard it yet, but
Yeah, right. Oh, no, not all of you have heard it then. Even better. You're going to love this. Tell us a little bit about this track and, what it's about. And...
okay. This one's called Fast Forward to Yesterday, and it kind of sums up roughly situations that some of us have had in like previous bands, and
It's basically
Yeah.
just like when you're in like any form of relationship at all, or like some sort of partnership or a group thing, and like things go wrong and stuff. It's just kind of like the bitterness in between that, basically. The song describes.
Very, very interesting. Well, have a listen to the lyrics, see if you can pick up who specifically we're talking about. I don't know. They're going to tell me off air. Enjoy this. This is a brand new track. I'm very excited to be playing for you first. An Anarchy on Air exclusive, if you will. This is Calm Collected with a track called Fast Forward to Yesterday.
You didn't give me a shout out, so thanks. When like before then, that radio is like slower now.
I'm gonna ask Fran, did you know this song?
Huh?
I'm gonna ask Fran, did you know this song? Because if she does, then it's not time.
This is a place where you go to the